Tariq, almost as good a news as, the Bills wrapping up their first division in, decades was Governor Cuomo suggesting that there might be some wiggle room in terms of getting some fans into the stadium for the postseason. What do you think?
I like it. And he needs the good PR from the way I've seen it. But listen, I think this is be good. Here's what you do. You set about 4 or 5 rules. You get a couple different Buffalo Bills fans that are willing to maybe quarantine for a couple hours, 24 hours, 42 hours, commit to a COVID test, whatever it is they have to do. And you allow them to come in the stadium. Like, you're not going to have a full place, obviously, but you want to be able to set something up. I mean, we're talking since 1995, Duffy, like since 1995. And this is not something that, you can basically count on the next few years, although with the way the Jets are playing and the way New England Patriots are playing, maybe you can count on it for the next couple of years if they continue to play this well. But I think Cuomo has a decent sort of obligation. The Bills have never been this good within the last 20, 25 years or so. Why not maybe get a couple people tested, do as best you can to keep it safe as possible, and get somebody in there that wants to be in 20-degree temperature weather?
So the Bills season ticket holder in me wants this to happen very badly. Don't hold your breath. I don't think it's going to happen. I think the only way that you make it happen is if you make some special circumstance where you allow, folks that have been working on the front lines in the hospitals, first responders, stuff like that, put them in the stadium, make it something nice. The question isn't about the stadium, right, being in the seats, because there are lots of teams that have done this all season long. The question is what's going to happen in the parking lot, which is almost unregulatable. And look, man, I go to these Bills games every Sunday. This is the first time in a very long time I've missed a game, like decades, this season at home. It's insanity. It's insanity in that parking lot. Folks are going to be out for the first time. Folks are going to want to celebrate the way that they've always celebrated. What if they win that home playoff game? What's it going to look like in the parking lot after? Look, I want it to happen. I hope there's a way to make it happen. But this, as you said earlier, Tariq, he needs the governor, positive public relations. I think he's saying this knowing that he has a month before he has to make a decision. And at that point, maybe there's something else folks are upset about. They don't have to worry about it.
I don't know. I think it's meaner to kind of throw it out there and then pull it away, Tariq, don't you think?
I think it is meaner to do that. That's why I think it's a possibility this has happened. Listen, I get to Duffy's point. The parking lot before a game is amazing. You might not have that sort of ambiance, but I think people will sacrifice that just to be in the building. I mean, I get the fact that you want to be able to celebrate it, but we're not quite through this yet. Now we do have this vaccine. We do have hope. Maybe more and more people will get it. Who knows? I'm not quite sure where we'll be in a month from now. 30 days is a long ways away, to Duffy's point. But like I said before, I think this could happen. I mean, you're not going to have a packed house, and it's not going to be everyone in the stadium, but you can fill, quarter, maybe half of it if you wanted to.
Telling a Bills fan that they're not allowed to tailgate is like telling a fish to put on shoes and walk to the bus stop. It just ain't going to happen. And to your point a second ago, Tariq, why would they throw it out? Yeah, Bill, that made perfect sense. Think about it. Why throw it out? And it's meter. Look, the governor already floated it out around week 4 when the primetime games were coming out. They were going to look into it. They had a plan. We're going to go to Buffalo. We're going to look at the stadium. They never did. I mean, there's history that shows he's thrown it out and didn't act on it before. Again, I want it to happen. I want to see folks in the stands. I don't think it's going to happen.
Hey, Pat, last thing on this. Did the crowd that greeted the Bills at the airport, and I looked at it pretty carefully, I didn't see any of them without a mask. That's a real plus. Did that help or hurt the cause, do you think?
I don't know. I guess I get the feeling, and I'm being completely sincere when I say this, they're going to look at what happens over the next couple of weeks in regards to the people that were at that event with the masks on and see if there's a massive uptick in cases. And if there isn't, well, then you have an argument as to why people can get together, have a good time outdoors, and it's not going to be an issue. So, I mean, it's funny that what if that's the telling thing? What if that's the decision maker on whether or not there are Bills fans at the stadium, the Bills fans' loyalty meeting them at 1 a.m. to get and go and watch them live?
Yeah, and another plus, I think the history of the teams that have been allowing fans into the stadium all along, it's pretty good. There hasn't been anything that's caught on and caused any of these teams, to my knowledge, to pull back on that plan.